Everything is a goddamn disaster today.
As it should be.
Jesus Christ. Let's try this again. Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the tea in reality. You can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. I say something gay. Gay. I'm not going to say the same shit I said in the unaired episode that will never air. But today I'm just drinking coffee.
Work. And I fear I'm too severe. Skip the front, go through the rear. Eris NB. Drinking nothing tonight, but I'm still having a good time, baby.
I'm not gonna redo the tasting, but in other words, dust yourself off and try again. I'm with Justice, the Virgo Vixen of New York, and today we're drinking water because Big Sue is breathing. Anyway,
Eris Envy, stop breathing into your microphone challenge.
It's not me if I can hear it.
Before I was interrupted by some old maiden type of bunty looking bitch. I'm with Justice, the Virgo Vixen of New York, and today I'm drinking water because A, hydration is important, and B, we miss you, Brandon.
Hello guys, it is me, it is I, Mr. Talented, your favorite guy, and today I am drinking ice water sponsored by the one, the only, Irene, the alien Queen Dubois, because hydration is important.
And for the first time in cup history, Mr. Talented sounds like a human! Yay! We figured it out!
Finally!
We have left Beep Boop era behind.
Period!
And yeah, I'm a hot mess today, but it is Brook, the college graduate who plays way too much Smash Bros. And this week, yeah, I've pretty much only been playing Smash Bros. But like I mentioned in the unaired 4-minute pilot of this episode, sometimes you just gotta stay on brand, you know? Eris, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing the best I can, baby.
No, you're not, baby.
You mean you're doing the most? But regardless, I'm drinking water because I'm thirsty and I have a cold. So, yay.
And now that all of our tech issues are solved, we are here.
Ready to walk that fucking duck?
We are ready to walk that fucking duck. We're diving in. I'm so excited to dive into the shortest episode of Drag Race known to mankind.
Yay.
Honestly.
Thank you,
we lost like 20 minutes for Todrick and a few white gays.
That didn't even premiere this week. It wasn't even on.
Todrick Hall, you will not see the pearly gates.
You'll never
You'll never be mother.
You'll never be glamour.
But, I would just like to start off with some thoughts about last week.
Well, I was gonna prompt you, but go right ahead, babe.
Okay. Where was I? Okay, so whose entrance looks did I like? I like Irene's entrance look the most. Yeah, that's true. Sugar and Spice, I really enjoyed their entrance looks just because Spice presents herself as Roxy from the Bratz dolls, and Roxy was the only Bratz doll I was allowed. What else? Oh, talent shows. Okay. Anetra was my favorite, followed closely by Jax. Actually, really liked Poppy's. Just because it was
I did too. I'm with you on that.
I think the bottom two is correct. However, I probably would have thrown. Oh, who is it? I didn't really enjoy Malaysia's. I'm gonna admit I wasn't a fan.
Go home.
Quick question: as somebody who literally watched these episodes last night, what did Poppy do in the talent show? Because I cannot remember.
She had the puppet that was the tumor.
Oh,
I
thought it was really.
My name's Poppy, and I'm a delight. My name's Fortuna, I'm a parasite.
Yeah, I literally hated it.
Ain't that what this chick from Isn't that what this chick from ACT did? The one who robbed Angelica Hale?
Oh, Darcy Lynn, that is correct. Let's not even mention the robbery of Preacher Lawson on the same season.
Oh, and the lip sync was there. I mean, Irene really sold face, but the body was not there. Amethyst was giving a good, 9 p.m. bar performance. But I mean, if you're doing 7 rings in front of Ariana Grande, they should have put someone sexy up there.
I also thought that Amethyst knew all the words and Irene probably didn't, especially during the rap section. Because I saw a little bit of watermelon cantaloupe there.
There's one thing I wish would have happened. There's one thing I wish should have happened. We could have had a top 2 lip sync.
Actually, I probably also might have thrown Sugar towards the bottom. Because her and Spice did the same thing, but Spice did it really convincingly. Sugar's just felt like, copy the homework but make it a little bit different.
I liked the go to bed, wake back up thing in Sugar's. That was funny. Honestly, I would have put Lucy in the bottom myself. I thought Irene's performance was hilarious, and I don't understand why people didn't like it. Because
I have a perfectly good explanation as to why it wasn't enjoyed. Because that was such dumb, Gen Z humor, and RuPaul is about 90 years old at this point.
You know how she could have made that funny if literally she pours the water, and then the rest of the act is her just trying to get the ice cubes out of the glass with the nails. She could have done. It would have been better if she did anything else with the quill on Dracula Titans, but I thought it was really stupidly funny. But I mean, I'm not a judge on Drag Race, so.
Episode 2. Wait, episode 3. I went 3.
I talked about it last week, just to wrap up this whole talk. I talked about it last week when we talked about the episodes. It would have been so nice to have you both there. But
I watched
but my biggest issue with Irene's was just there was so much dead space where she could have been making quips. She could have been adding in some comedic jokes. That's where I had the biggest issue with Irene's.
Fair enough.
That's just me personally. But we do walk back into the work room, and Irene is gone. And
Yay.
The entire first segment of the show was Amethyst, Robin, you dated? I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this. Again.
This is just
I don't care.
Yeah.
I did not mean to do that.
I feel like
but it kind of reminded me. Go ahead, Brook.
Oh, sorry. I feel like ever since we've had the whole Vanjie Brook thing on season 11, they've been trying to push some sort of dating or romance thing on the show. It happens. I think the only season I don't remember it vividly happening since then was season 12, and it might have even happened on season 12.
Crystal GG.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm at the point now where I'm just can we just have one season where we just let them compete and don't care about this?
They were trying to push
a relationship happens, cool. That's something we should know about. But I just do not care because obviously the show does not care about Amethyst or Robin enough to feature them in any other storyline other than the fact that they just happen to have dated for a brief period of time before they were on the show.
Wasn't this also spilling into international seasons as well? Because we did have Jada and Halal at one point with their little grind up
for half a second, and then it's brought up
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Didn't they try to do it with Victoria as well?
That was more.
Yeah. That was all farce, though.
That was all camp.
But I live for Victoria. It's pure camp.
But yeah, so that happens, whatever. We come back into the workroom. There's no talk from the queens at the table. There's no room message on the TV. RuPaul walks in. There's no mini challenge because, again, we have a shell of an episode to talk about.
It's 40 minutes. 40 minutes without
it's 40 minutes and 31 seconds.
Like, VH1 is quaking right now. That Drag
last
Race
week's pit stop. Sorry.
Like,
last week's pit stop was longer than this.
Yes, it
Quite
was.
literally, it was. Like,
And no one cares about the real friends of WeHo. No one fucking asked for this. No one wanted a TV show with more Todrick Hall. We were happy seeing Brad Goreski once a fucking year when he was on Drag Race. The other four, irrelevant losers. We don't fucking care. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
And if you personally agree with us that nobody wants to watch Real Friends of WeHo and you are fully on board with Drag Race getting their full 90 minutes, link in the description to a petition started by panelist Brandon Wu, who has already gained, as of recording, 15,000
signatures.
Yeah, reported by WeHo. Well,
I would also like to just say, I don't support this show because of Todrick. However, I'm not going to sit here and accept someone saying that two self-made Black queer entrepreneurs are irrelevant among the cast of people that are there. That's just what I want to say about that.
I mean, I don't know who any of these people are other than Brad and Todrick, so I can't really speak on them. But, like, airing the show in between Drag Race and Untucked is not going to give you the views you want, MTV. It's just not.
Y'all could have put this shit on VH1 or Logo, like how y'all did with Fire Island.
At this point, why don't we just get Drag Race on Paramount Plus? Because I'd watch it there. Like, I would rather be there.
I would rather have the episodes air on Paramount Plus the day after.
I missed when it was on Hulu getting aired day after. Ugh.
Anyway, the Maxi Challenge is an improv acting challenge. There was no script. I was confused. We have to, the queens in 3 groups have to create an infomercial for what it's like in drag heaven. I thought this was the single stupidest challenge I've ever seen on Drag Race.
Every time I think of heaven, I think of Lleve Macielo for some reason, because Take Me to Heaven is the translation, if I remember correctly.
This is up there for me in terms of stupidity. I think it's up there with, like, in terms of acting challenge stupidity, because that's on a bell curve. Like, I gotta say, this and Westworld are probably the two that are, like, really sticking out in my head. But to be fair, I will at least give this challenge, the stupidity could have been so much worse if they would have given them a script. I'm happy that they at least got to make their own material, because but, like, what was the point? Where was the inspiration from this? Like, what made somebody think, yeah, this is a good idea to put on Drag Race?
They're running out of ideas.
Y'all need to fire the entire writer's room.
Running out?
Well, you know.
Fire the entire writer's room. That's all I would say on that.
Yes.
What I thought was interesting as well was, so we go to pick groups, and Ru is like, Anetra, for winning the Maxi Challenge, you get to be the team captain of Team A or whatever. Amethyst, for being the second worst last week, you get to be the team captain for Team B. Everybody else that's not chosen is the other group. And I was like, okay, cool. Anetra and Amethyst are going to go back and forth. No, Anetra just gets to pick her entire team.
Mm-hmm.
As she should. Goddess.
I mean, I understand why, because, you know, it'd be kind of weird if they were like, okay, Anetra and Amethyst, you get to pick your teams back and forth, and then the 5 people you don't pick are on the end. But, like, and to be fair, Anetra did win last week, so she kind of earned that. But at the same time, you know how else this gets fixed? Having a mini challenge to have a captain for the 3rd team. This would have,
or have 3 winners of a stupid dumb mini challenge that I just laugh at for a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been nice too.
That would have been better.
Montage it.
Literally, just do what they did on season 11. Have them jump with their titties in like a race or whatever. That was the funniest fucking mini challenge that they've ever done.
That was
Because
camp.
Evie's just standing in place, jiggling her fake titties, and then like Sugar's fallen over. Nina has just like the wildest facial expressions, and it's the best mini challenge of all time. Fight me.
Literally do the season 7 old lady boogie down lining. I don't
Just
care.
to the season 10.
Like, these don't have to be long, rambly things like the reading challenge every week. You can make
Hack
short
challenges, in the words of
Y'all could
Eris.
Y'all could bring back the season 10 casting couch thing that they did. You know, when Monet was giving us a little Irish jig, girl. An Irish jig.
I'm from Ireland. What part of Ireland? Northern
Ireland.
A true
Monet
Northern
forgot-
Irish queen. We've had 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So Team Anetra is then Anetra, Sasha, EsTitties, Marcia, and
Luxx.
Luxx.
Mother Luxx.
Thank you. Amethyst then chooses Jesus Christ.
Fight
Poppy, Spice, Lucy,
and Aura.
and Aura. Thank you so much. And then the leftovers is
Shout out
then
to
Mistress, Malaysia, Sugar, Jax, and Robin.
Yes.
It's people of
Hey.
color plus 1.
It's people of color and Sugar.
Oh, right.
Well, I mean, she,
My mom and-
she tans enough.
My mom and I kind of noticed this when Poppy was
I
like,
did
"Sorry,
as well.
losers." I was like,
Oh,
that is
that was the moment I was
fucked
like,
up.
nah, bitch, you're done.
"Oh, that is fucked up."
Not
You
to
got-
mention, we got 2 of the big girls also in the leftovers group.
You got 3 black girls, 2 Latina people, and then Spice.
Sugar.
Sugar.
Oh, wrong one.
Sugar.
Wrong one. Sugar and Spice,
Well,
I love you down.
Can I just
I
bring- I
apologize
need to
for
bring this
mixing it
down.
up.
I need to bring this to everyone's attention.
Uh-huh.
Sugar and Spice make all their own wigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
Bitch,
Yeah.
I
Do
was
they
trying to
actually?
find out who was making that shit for them so I could get me
No.
one.
It was them.
No, and I do
Evelyn's
love
the-
that. We'll talk about it because maybe one of the twins should have been in the top this week. Maybe one of the twins should have been in the top this week. We'll talk about it.
Maybe.
When
Maybe.
part of their group, absolutely, they should have been at the top.
So really the only thing that happens that is any sort of drama between the picking of the groups and the runway is this whole bullshit with Jax and Sugar. I'm not going to sit here and say that Jax is bullying Sugar because guess what? She's not.
Correct.
And Sugar,
I think-
you're a grown-ass adult.
I think both of them could have handled this situation a little bit better, is what I will say.
I
But-
just think Jack should have pulled that chair up from underneath her and cracked over her head.
Oh.
That's how Joy's reacting. No. I
mean,
think Jax literally, all Jax did was swap fucking seats.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that's all that happened. And
the
people are
interesting-
acting like Jax was a horrible bully this entire episode. All she did was one instance where she was like, "We're moving seats because I need to be heard in this moment." And I'm sorry that Sugar felt like she was left out by her group. But the editing of this episode made it feel like it was all on Jax's shoulders, and that's why Jax is getting attacked. And it's not fucking fair on Jax. And even Sugar, her fucking self, has told you, stop attacking Jax on social media.
I mean,
I think
you also have to think about Sugar talking about after the filming, because they filmed and then they talked about stuff it was Sugar and Spice who were talking because they were doing makeup before the runway. Sugar said that she has problems standing up for herself, right? Jax really didn't do anything wrong here outside of maybe
No.
dismissing Sugar, which that's not bullying, that's just maybe poor communication.
and that's exactly why I was saying, I think both of them could have handled it better. I think Jax could have communicated it a little bit better. I'm not saying she was a bully in any way, shape, or form. I don't feel that way. But I think Jax could have communicated her thoughts a little bit better in that moment. And I think Sugar could have communicated her thoughts in that moment a little bit better. That's where I'm at with it. The interesting thing, too, is you think about this challenge. It is a short comedic video. if I'm in a group with either of the twins, I'm listening to what they have to say.
This is literally
because this is what they do. Like, I thought it was so interesting that, you know, whether it was Sugar not, like, conveying her, like, again, Sugar didn't communicate her ideas that well either. But I'm listening to the twins if I have either one of them in my group. Like, that's just me personally. But in the recording, literally the only thing we get of substance is this, like, fake out of them trying to make us think that Sasha's doing bad. And I'm like,
you know damn well they're not sending Sasha home now.
I'm like,
they're not sending Sasha home anytime soon.
I don't think they're sending Sasha home, period.
At all. Exactly.
They wouldn't be able to.
No.
Then again, they did it to Naysha Lopez, so...
Well, Naysha is Naysha. Sasha is Sasha.
Exactly.
And Betty Davis is an asshole. But I'm Tish.
We are not diving into the Roscoe's drama. We do not have enough time. Anyway.
Orion's story down. That's all we have to say.
God help us all. Runway? Was there anything else to talk about?
No.
There was that moment with you had Mistress and
Malaysia.
And Malaysia talking about their
thank you
stuff. Which this is gonna sound really shady, but it did feel kind of producer fed line to whoever brought up that conversation. It wasn't either of them. It was somebody else in the workroom was like, hey, it kind of felt like one of those like, hey, you should ask people how they feel about their religious stuff in the workroom.
In the words of Darby Lynn Cartwright, completely on her own, without being prompted by a producer, obviously.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite. I love them. I loved having this conversation. These are the kind of conversations we always have. I'm gonna be honest, this could have gotten cut and we could have had more time on the runway. I'm gonna be real honest. But
as somebody who can relate Southern upbringing in this, dealing with like Southern mess alongside being a queer person, I really appreciated what they both had to say. And I fully relate to it. My parents weren't exactly great when I came up, but they've gotten a lot better over time. But it's been one of those things of like, it was nice to hear somebody talk about it on the show, and I did really appreciate it, even if it was cut down to like a 2.5 minute conversation. When if it was still on VH1, we probably would have gotten at least more time to hear more of their stories. And that's the problem with MTV. Thank you, MTV.
I would just like to throw this in, because what was the moment with Lucy doing her Dolly Parton voice, and Amethyst is behind a member of the pit crew, and it's just like, hey girl, are you gay? Do you slay? It was so like, it was like I was watching a car crash in real fucking time.
We'll talk about it.
Do we have
cringy?
So I have actually the performance screenshots before the runway, so I guess we can talk about performances first.
Cool.
Sounds lit.
Fabulous. So let's talk about the best group, Team Anetra.
I mean, they were kind of guaranteed to be the best group because all their members got picked first.
They were handpicked first. Like, yeah. Jesus.
Right.
Sasha did great. Salina did great. Marcia made me laugh. Like, all of them were really good. Luxx was fantastic. The only person I vividly remember everything they did was ironically Anetra. But
you don't remember her doing absolutely nothing?
Oh. But no, like Salina honestly was my favorite in the group, even more than Sasha. Still a little shady saying that, but I feel like Salina kind of got robbed of a high placement here, minimum.
I mean, we'll talk about the runway.
Yeah, her runway held her back, definitely.
That's
yeah.
I honestly think this entire group should have been the winning group because this was the best by far.
Mhm.
Like, y'all can afford to have 4 high placements in an episode and a winner. Like, I honestly think all 5 of them should have won the challenge and then give the win to Sasha if you're gonna do that, to perpetuate the fact that Sasha's gonna be here for a while, which obviously I'm very happy about. But I would have loved to see Anetra get another high placement, Marcia get another high placement. Salina deserved a high placement, in my opinion. Luxx, I think, did a really, really good job as well as the therapist.
With her fucking bob.
With the fucking bob, I loved it.
Like, older seasons, if you're going to talk about, okay, you don't have enough time to go over, like, 10 people's critiques. I understand that. But older seasons used to be like, when they would judge people in groups, it would be, congratulations, you're the winning group, call the winner. You don't go into critiques for them, and then you focus on critiques on the group at the bottom. And
that's
like,
exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have sent all of them, like, this was the top group, send them all back to Untucked, and then save, like, whoever of the other groups you want to save, and then just have, like, a bottom 4 or something, or a bottom 5. Like, I don't know. Or have a bottom group, because honestly, I do think there was a bottom group.
Very clearly a bottom group.
But yeah, I think this group did phenomenal. I thought the idea was the clearest. Sasha's neck crack is just so good. If you don't know the origin of this specifically with Sasha, go watch her talent performance from her 2012 Continental package. In fact, just go watch Sasha's entire 2012 Continental package.
So do every Sasha Colby in general.
That too. But yeah. Let's talk about definitively the worst group, Team Amethyst.
No, absolutely not. No.
Really?
No, absolutely not. Okay, this group cannot be the worst group because Loosey Laduca was in this group.
I still think it was the worst.
Loosey carried, but tell me what Aura did in this group apart from point at things and pulled the scariest full mouth grin she possibly could. Because she was just like, girl, I love you, but that was fucking scary.
Yeah, literally, Mr. Talented attempted to duck walk.
You better walk that duck.
You better not fucking walk that duck, Aura. Mind you, we have to keep in mind as well, Aura has said online that she was literally nursing a hamstring injury, like, while on the show. So I'm, like, trying to keep all of that in mind, but still, like, there are other things. Any one of those girls could have been doing the, like, drag queen moves. Like, I don't know why Aura volunteered to do it.
She was taking her goose for a light jog.
Yeah, I think for me, we'll talk about the other group here in a second.
Hi, girl.
I really did not understand this at all. Why was Dolly Parton just brought in at the end of the skit? Like, if the whole point is Dolly is God, which sure, why are you going to only have her at the end when instead you could have flexed Lucy's very clear impersonation skills?
Very strong impersonation.
I'm excited for next week for Loosey. Let me just say that. We'll talk about it later. But
privilege of meeting Dolly Parton a few times. It is quite quality impression here.
Yeah. For me, I thought Loosey did a great job. I really liked Spice here.
Agreed.
I thought Spice did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
And the other 3 could have been the bottom 3, and I would have been fine with it.
Exactly.
Dave.
I feel the same way. To be honest.
Because then we moved to Team Leftover, and I honestly just thought everyone was safe.
Yeah.
This was my least favorite by a significant margin.
Okay.
The main reason is I really hated it. Like, the concept didn't feel like what they were asking for them to do in the challenge.
That's fair.
And again, the commentary of like the casual Drag Race fan who tries to integrate themselves into queer culture without like actually being a queer person, that's great. That's funny. But it doesn't make sense in the context of what they were asked to do in the challenge. Also,
what were they asked to do in the challenge, though? That's my thing.
It was supposed to be gay heaven. Which, I mean, again, challenge concept is stupid, but at least it was moderately clear, I feel like.
Yeah.
I understood what this group was doing a little bit more than any other groups, but Will, you go ahead, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know I've been missing. I just need to take a little bit of time off. Need to decompose real quick before I read people.
As you should.
So what I felt about Team Anetra, it wasn't that bad. So she did an amazing job. For some reason, she kind of looked like Ashley Darby from Real Housewives of Potomac for me, and I was like, it's probably the hair. But I did enjoy the neck snap that Sasha had been doing. It was kind of fun. And then I was laughing at Luxx's bob. Then with the other team, Ploopy's team, maybe all of them could have been in the bottom. Maybe we could have had a waiting for tonight moment. Then with leftovers on the other hand, I think we also could have had another 5-way lip sync. I think Sugar definitely carried her team. But the one joke that kind of like had me like iffy was the whole comparing queens thing. And I didn't like how Jax didn't say hallelujah, but instead said shablam. But
exactly.
I did die laughing when Robin said look over there. So yeah.
See, I actually liked that joke because it was a good commentary. Like, it wasn't saying that these people actually look like them. It's making fun of the fans who get them mixed up. Like, that makes sense. But I just don't think they executed the challenge criteria, which is why I think this group is technically the worst. Even if I think
Brook,
out of context is the funny.
Yeah, Brook. Look over there.
Oh.
I thought Sugar was clearly the best of this group. I was a little confused on what Malaysia was trying to do. I'm going to be honest.
Same.
I didn't really get it. And I understood what Mistress, Robin, and Jax were trying to do. If I'm being really honest, I hate saying this, I maybe would have put Malaysia in the bottom over Jax.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't feel like anything that Malaysia did was particularly memorable or funny.
I don't feel like this group was particularly memorable or funny, other than Sugar.
I kind of agree.
But
I still think the concept of this was more understandable for me than what Team Amethyst did.
Well, then to me, down to like you had both groups, you had 4 queens that were kind of iffy, and then 1 queen who was clearly the best in the group. And I personally got more enjoyment out of Loosey than I did out of Sugar. But I could understand.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about our overall thoughts on placements in a bit. But runway. Ooh. Category is Metallica. I wanted someone to come out as a member of Metallica, and they didn't, and I was mad. Like, I think that would have just been so... This clearly wasn't what they were told.
Metallica.
Some of them do, maybe.
Yeah, you're right.
And yeah, Diabetica would have.
Exactly. We've since found out that they weren't told that it was Metallica. They were told metallic. So, like, they would have never known, but whatever.
I wish they would have had a Metallica just pop in for 2 seconds, so that would be fun.
Right.
She looks like a lesbian superhero here to save the city from an impending asteroid disaster. Played by Charlize Theron.
I feel really bad for Anetra in this particular episode because it kind of felt like last episode, even though she won, right? Like she was barely in last episode, even though she won the whole challenge, right? And then this week, like I liked her runway. I think it looks really great. I do not remember a single like other than the one thing in the challenge. Like it feels like clearly a front runner, but she's already kind of getting shoved in the background.
Well, the problem is there are 15 queens and 40 minutes.
Yeah, and,
Right.
Send some of them home. Triple
It's
elimination.
it's giving Dorinda Medley from Beverly Hills if she was a superhero. What is this wig?
Wig
It is laid right. That's what this wig is. That looks like it's grown out of her head.
The wig giving like off-colored David Bowie.
I feel bad that Anetra barely got any screen time, especially since she won last week. All I know about her is that she walks ducks and she's hot.
And she did mixed martial arts.
Yeah, that's
Taekwondo, baby.
You better walk that fucking duck.
You better walk that fucking duck.
I thought this was good.
I lived.
Also, pulling these screenshots, y'all, let me tell you, this was difficult. The entire runway, I'm not exaggerating, the entire runway, from the moment Anetra walked on to the moment Malaysia walked off, 4.5 minutes.
Literally, ew.
4.5 minutes.
Well, at least they're airing their. We could say that because there were times when they didn't air Runway back in the day.
Do you remember? The Jet Set Eleganza on season 7.
Yeah,
where they literally were just like, everyone just walk onto stage. I'm like, what?
Well, then
didn't they do the same thing for Tony Award?
Right after that was when they put the runway on YouTube.
Yeah,
but like,
I
kind of wish you would either get the full runway just aired on YouTube or like a quick little montage, and then want to look at the full runway, you can watch it on YouTube because then we could either get more time on the runway or more time with the queens. It's in that weird middle zone where it's occupying just enough of the episode where it doesn't feel important, but it's also taking up more time than it should.
Yeah.
Yet they want to push the white man from Canada's Drag Race and Todrick.
We're not talking about that dumb bullshit.
All right, but
what did you think of Anetra?
Yeah, I like the garment. I didn't really like the hair that much.
You liked the garment?
The garment?
Yes, the garment.
The construction of the garment, the flowing of the garment, the fitting of the garment,
the structure of the garment,
the interesting angular movement of the garment.
Yes.
Oh, we haven't done the scars.
Yeah, I just didn't get the earrings though.
Well,
yeah, I'll give that to you.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't get. Where are they?
They're feathers, I think.
Are they feathers? Or
yeah,
or they're trying to look like feathers. I don't know if they actually are.
If they're feathers, I don't get.
Old maiden type of earring.
Oof. I'll start with scores. 80.
I'm gonna give this a sexual 90.
Yeah, I'll give it a 75.
I'm gonna go with a 65.
Bitch.
Y'all forget for the 100th time. I am not the American education system, okay? This is an above average garment.
Okay. This is a sensible 74 for me.
Sensible.
Anetra, if you're available, hit me up. My DMs are open.
Shoot.
Mother?
You'll always beat mother.
Oh, my neck literally just popped. That was.
My neck is really sore right now, so I can't do this properly.
That sounded delightful, Logan.
It was great. I mean, no, Sasha looks beautiful. What else is new?
Mm-hmm.
I can't really describe what it's giving, but it's giving everything.
It's giving metallic. It's giving metallic. Bird of Prey, Grand Canaria, titty, Glamazon, legs, Mother Huntress.
No, it's giving Baxcalibur. That's what it is.
Stop that right now.
What?
No. Brook just described this as a Pokemon.
Okay.
That's what it's giving. And it's giving
No.
It's giving mother. This is definitely mother. This is very metallic-y, very mother, very much mother. But is it mother? It's mother.
But is it fashion?
But is it mother? But is the garment fashion?
It's mother.
Is the garment fashioning on the mother?
Touch the garment,
I just
change your
love
life.
this.
Is the mother
I
garment?
just love this headpiece. I'm in love with this headpiece. I will want it. It makes you look like a metallic cockatoo. Gah! Gah!
I do get the vibe.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I just love silver. I think it looks good on almost anybody, but it for some reason Sasha Colby can just command any outfit she wears. Like, oh, so good.
For me, this does kind of look like something Sasha probably already owned and was like, let me use this for metallic. And I'm not mad at it, because if you've got this in your repertoire, baby, that's cunty. She looks wonderful, gal.
They got me now.
She looks like a majestic. Sorry, Logan, go ahead.
Oh no, baby, you go ahead.
She looks like a majestic bird, a majestic metallic bird used for a trophy, and I live. And that trophy just happens to be the gold RuPaul trophy that she will be receiving when she wins Drag Race.
Do you know what this is? This is the Kennedy Davenport chicken costume before it got burned alive and crystallized.
Literally,
Yes. Yes.
Crystallized at Christmas time. All these other girls better get
in line. Definitely.
I'm gonna start with scores. My cup is full.
90.
Mr. Talented.
Oh, did Mr. Talented freeze? Mr. Talented is frozen.
Mr. Talented is back. That's Sasha.
Oh. You're back.
Yes. Yeah. My cup is full.
My cup is overflowing into the little mold that was created for the thing on the back of Excalibur.
I hate you.
Overflowing. TV's leaking. I probably might be saying this a lot for Sasha all season.
Pussy.
Probably. Salina EsTitties.
Choices.
Oh, and ironic. This is super funny at camp.
I love her, but I love her.
Go ahead.
Will you go ahead? It's just a time.
No, you go ahead.
You go ahead.
Someone go. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I'll go.
Someone go.
I was really disappointed.
Yeah.
I was disappointed because I've loved everything Salina has worn up until this point. Like, I love that she always has that 90s West Coast feel. Sorry, I did have to figure out which coast was the West Coast then. I love that she brings so much of her heritage into it, and it's really fucking cool. And there's like really a lot of fashion references in there that I think people miss. And then we get to this. This is David Bowie. I'm going to Mars because I need my bangs fixing, but let me make an armor out of some science because I don't know what I'm doing. And as we prepare to leave the planet Earth, we develop an appreciation for spheres. It was just, there was a lot going on, and I didn't really get it.
I love it. I love it so much.
Of course you would.
I get it, okay? She is literally a fucking street man, and I love it.
Okay.
And I also like that all of the, like, if you look at the signs closely, all of those are either actual streets or drives in the case of Rodeo, or they're, like, locations that fit deeply within her as a person. Like,
you have sunset there. Go ahead, Brook.
I just really think it's great. And also I love the hat. I'm a sucker for a good headpiece.
Well, someone has to.
But was this headpiece good?
I think it looks great.
No.
They got the outfit together.
I feel like I could buy this headpiece at a dollar store or something. Like it's just.
She probably got it at Dollar Tree.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
or her local little like Sapa Santiali or something.
Well, I need to hear your thoughts.
It's the fact that you had Sunset on there, but not La Cienega, because that's a boulevard, and it would have been a cute little callback. Because yeah, La Cienega Boulevard with them big ass feet. Y'all could have had Sunset, Rodeo, La Cienega, some other boulevard on there, and then a few other drives. There's the Titi's Boulevard is like very huge. The hair is giving bob in the front, but then like a long bust down in the back. What was the wig situation?
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Have you ever taken craft scissors to a wig before?
Thankfully, no. Not yet.
It's giving that.
Yeah, I didn't understand why like the wig was short in the front and then long in the back. Like honestly, if she had just gone with this like bob situation, I honestly think it would have been a lot more effective. I don't dislike this look, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's stupid and camp, and I kind of love it. There were a few things that were off for me personally. I'm gonna give Salina a 75. Eris?
I'm gonna give Salina a 50.
I'm gonna give Salina a 20.
Not that. Not that. Okay. I'm gonna give Salina a 95 because I think this outfit is fantastic.
Fail.
And
Moma.
why is Mr. Thompson and I the only two that fully agree that this is shit? I played the Pomar fifth.
Thank you.
Not that.
I only like the catsuit. I only like the catsuit.
Is this the widest margin we've ever had on a look?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Like
Will Talented. Is that what's going on? Did they squeeze some points out of that score?
Anyway. Luxx Noir London.
I
love this.
And when she said black luxury, she fucking meant it.
I have one critique on this look because I think it's a really well done look, and I love the way that she looks. I'm looking like when the garment is moving, it looks amazing. In this still right here, when the train isn't moving, it all just looks a little flat and crumpled. And that's honestly my only thing is like, I understand that this is a garment that's supposed to be viewed moving.
It's a garment?
It's a garment.
A garment?
I just wish that the garment looked as good static as it does moving. That's my only critique for Luxx.
She was so mother for this, and the hair was so correct. Like, I've got no notes. I'm sorry. She ate.
The
look was correct.
If we somehow lose Sasha Colby this season, I feel like Luxx is probably my winner pick. Because Luxx has been getting a decent edit, and also Luxx has just been fabulous at everything so far. I mean, 2 challenges, but like on the runway too. So good. Love this outfit.
I love the outfit. I enjoy this hair. The outfit is made by Evan Clayton, and the hair is by Koki Ichigawa, and it was borrowed from her Good Judy, Janelle number 5. Anytime I see a black queen in gold or yellow or anything that complements her skin, I just live. I'll live, but it's like at one point I was like, fuck the sculpted wigs. These sculpted up dudes have been getting on my nerves. But once I saw it on Luxx, I was like, you know what? This is an unbiased opinion, but I live for it.
Yeah, I loved everything. I loved the earpiece, the nails, the hair, the garment. Yeah, she ate this one out.
Other.
I'm gonna give Luxx a 95.
I'm giving this a 110. My cup is overflowing. She just stepped out of Mother Lake with her new job title officially being Mother Contress of the Universe. The garment has interesting angular movements, and there was not a cack shoe to be seen.
Yeah, my cup is also full.
My cup is full.
My cup is overflowing, saying the TV's leaking again. This is an interesting look, and I do live for the nails, and yeah, overflowing.
Marcia.
Move over, sis. It's Jan.
It's Jan.
Now, I need to talk about Michelle's motherfucking comment on the runway because that was some shady bullshit.
Can you be more specific?
When she's walking down the runway and Michelle goes, well, it looks like she got our makeup critique, but only on her nose.
That was shady.
I was like, Miss Michelle Visage, I normally agree with what you say. However, if you're not going to give her any other critiques for this episode, and that's all she hears, and she talks about it in Untucked too, I honestly felt really bad for Marcia in that moment. Because literally, they just disregarded the entire look, which I do have to say, the look is really cute. I like it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of give me like steampunk-ish look. Like, maybe it's just the brass, but like steampunk kind of vibe.
She was giving me a young old maiden. Like a young maiden in an old maiden type of time. I also loved like the pearlescent sleeves because it still links to metallic without actually being a metallic. And I just realized she has steam coming off her head, and that's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
That's what was giving punk was the brass with the steam and like a little bit of the gold on the like the chest area of the garment.
The garment?
Yes, the garment.
The garment.
Also, I really love the heels. The heels are cute.
So, this reminds me of when a bunch of people on The Sims, the custom content creators, were teaming up to do a little steampunk thing. It reminds me of that. It reminds me of something you could get off the rack, but I think she probably made this herself. I have no idea. It's a simple yes, but does this stay true to Marcia's style? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. I just felt like if she was gonna give us Tin Man, she should have like painted her skin gray or something. You know, I felt like she should have really went there. You know,
Sure.
But I like the concept, and it is cute. It is nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Marcia an 80.
I'm gonna give Marcia an 85.
I'm gonna give Marcia a 70. Yeah.
I'm gonna give Marcia a 78.
I'm gonna go for a 75.
Now, bitch, Amethyst. This was kind of a surprise. I'm gonna be honest. I like this a lot.
Girl, her whole punani is out.
And that's what I love the most.
I felt like the coat was too big for her, if I'm being honest.
I live for the Barbie pussy, though.
It's fine.
She definitely got this from dragcloset.com. And the headpiece was probably made with a headband and zip and what's those things? You know, you pull them around and zip ties.
Yeah.
Very gold. However, she could not have chosen a better outfit for this fucking lip sync, and we will talk about it later. Specifically the hair.
Yeah. And I also don't think the shoes went with this outfit at all.
That was my one problem is the shoes.
The shoes.
So the coat is actually by Mindy Lamore, who does like drag fashion. Drag garments, if you will.
Just so everybody who did never mind.
Is Amethyst going to be the queen that keeps having problems with the shoes this season? Because we're already up to 2.
Probably.
The shoes.
I mean, I like it. I understand what y'all were saying about like the coat being too big for her. I kind of disagree. I love that it's this like very exaggerated thing because it makes her body look even smaller than she already is.
A tiny woman.
a tiny woman. I do kind of like that. I'm gonna give her an 80.
80.
Yeah, I'm giving her 60.
75.
This
Will.
is a good look. 75.
What?
I just love this garment. I would want it on me, but the shoes are an issue.
I want the coat.
Me too.
Like that would
I
be
want
that
the
would be a
hair.
cute little moment. Oh, the hair is great. Yeah.
She gave.
Oh my.
Next.
So, Robot.
Ah,
Hi,
So, Robot. I've got some things to say. So,
please do.
Smurfette in the year 3000 being a robo-hooker on her way down Rodeo Drive because she needs some new shoes because she's currently stuck wearing khaki shoes. And she left the house without putting her gloves or leggings on because she said, just this ugly bodysuit is fine.
That's too kind.
There were a million Judy Jetson hookers out there tonight. Like, that's all I really have to
A
say.
million Judy Jetson hookers. I like the wig and that's it. I like the wig and I like that she stoned her pussy and that's it.
It was a lot of the same. Like,
It was a lot of the same.
Yeah, I will say this was her backup. She did say at Roscoe's that it was her backup.
Yeah.
So, but still, yeah, this is not it. And the way how she walked in it did not help it at all.
Man.
The way.
backup.
That's
I'm
a
sorry,
man in a wig.
She could have, all she fucking needed was some silver metallic gloves and I would have loved this so much more.
Or some accessories,
Yes.
something.
Or anything really.
Does she even have nails on?
No, I don't think.
It's literally
No.
Wow.
It's over.
worse
Go
if
home.
This is
little
this is worse than Joffrey. No shade. Oh my god.
Joffrey.
Y'all know I'm gonna read this bitch during scores already, but what I would say quickly is I think it's kind of funny how she said that you know how she said that she was gonna quit drag if she didn't get casted? She should have quit drag.
Oh my God.
Well,
Princess Poppy, if you ever watch this, first things first, this is not a safe space for you. And second of all, the thoughts and opinions that I share do not reflect those of the host or any of the other speakers. And then this look, we'll get into it during the lip sync because all I gotta say is I just know Esme was cackling somewhere the moment Rusa Sasha away.
She also went, which I do agree with.
And I hope he gets sent to jail too. So
shall we go to scores?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pleading.
I plead the pomegranate fifth just because Mary, no.
I would also like to plead the Ploppy Princess, but because it's a but because it's a backup, I'm gonna give her a 10. Because at least she tried something.
I thought about giving her a 12.
See, you know, I'm not as nice as you, Mr. Talented. I personally am based off of the fact that if an outfit is a backup or not, we should judge based on the quality of the outfit we are presented.
That's true.
We are presented here. For me, I think I've only ever said this one other time on the show. This will be a broken cup. Thank you. A broken cup.
The mug was cracked.
Like you shattered it against the wall. Thank you very much.
Are we ready?
Oh, you're ready.
You basic looking bitch. I don't know how you was cast over anyone else. There are plenty of other talented bitches in all of US, hell, even all around the world. Maybe I don't know how you or Miss Irene was casted over actually talented. Actually, no. Let me not drag Irene into this because she seems like a very lovely person and she seems very talented with her ice water making skills. I want to see her make lemonade. Whereas Miss Ploopy, on the other hand, Will, you was a nuisance. You're nothing. Imagine faking, imagine trying to endanger everybody with possible COVID just for you to go home second. Imagine doing all of this fucked up shit and talking shit about a writing story, all for you to go home second, and there's no possibility of you coming back. Imagine
she already said she's not doing it.
Imagine being so unprofessional. And the words of a lullaby. So unprofessional. I don't know how you made it past that set. I don't know how you made it past the casting audition. It's clear RuPaul wanted some filler this season. Girl, you're more filler than freaking Trinity Tuck's body and Joey J. You
don't drag Joey J into this.
Joey J, sweetie, I'm so sorry.
I'm aware.
Joey J, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I know you call yourself the filler queen, but baby, this is the real filler queen. You had some talent, at least. You at least had some story.
We are not going to do the openly gay contestant in the history of Drag Race.
Oh, we're done.
Okay, so Will, baby, what's your score?
My cup is empty. It is cracked on the floor. Y'all are gonna have to call maid service on me.
Okay. What? Who's next? Okay.
The best wasn't good enough. My score is 0.
I need to talk about Spice really quick.
My twin.
So, as of recording, I mean, they were mentioned as being on probation during the episode last night. But as of this episode, as of we're filming this, Mistress Isabelle Brooks has confirmed that Sugar and Spice are now parts of the Brooks extended family.
Oh yay!
And also, apparently, Mistress has some relation to the Davenports.
Yeah, Chevelle Brooks is her drag mother, who I believe is the drag sister. Don't quote me on this. I believe Chevelle Brooks is the drag sister of Alexis Davenport.
Oh my god.
Again, do not quote me, please. That's probably wrong.
Part where I look at the Dragonport drag family tree. Like
the Dragonport?
The Dragonport? Yeah, I can't.
The Dragonport.
Sure. Game of Thrones, the House of Dragonport.
The House of Dragonport.
Spice is giving Hatsune Miku, Robo Slut, Y2K, I Was Livica, I Love the Hair, I Love the Dealy Boppers, which is what we call those circular things in her hair in the UK. I don't know what you call them in America. She gave, I love this color palette. It's a very different choice for Spice. And I like that this episode, that Sugar and Spice could have walked these runways without each other and it still would have made sense.
Yes.
Like more of that, please.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this. I think this is cute. Like you said, Eris, I love that it's a different color palette for Spice. I think the colors look really good on her. The metallic is really cute. I love the legging. I love the shoe. This all just came together really well for me.
Yeah.
Giving me Monster High doll.
I'm pretty sure that was their inspiration. Like both of them.
What I do get from this is zoom, 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 make my heart go boom, boom. Xenon, the Disney Channel original movie.
Yes.
It's kind of giving that. And I live because we're getting closer to Xenon's time at some point. This is very like futuristic. This is very much like the futuristic, cyber futuristic thing for like Y2K and whatnot. And I actually live, and one thing I will always say is that Sugar and Spice know how to work a wig. They know how to style a wig, and that is a blessing. So congrats to Miss Spice Brooks.
So Miss Isabelle is the drag granddaughter of Alexis Davenport.
That's what it is.
Chevelle Brooks is Alexis's drag daughter. That is how.
So that means...
Okay, I figured it was daughter or sister or whatever. So that means Sugar and Spice are Davenport.
That means Alexis's Mistress's grandmother, bitch.
Oh my god, I love that. Do we have any other thoughts, or do we want to go to scores?
Go to scores. This is beautiful. We're living the best timeline.
I'm very, very happy to say my cup is full for Spice. I love this.
Work.
My cup's full.
My cup is at a 90. Yeah.
My cup is full.
Full. 8 left no crumbs.
Work, Miss Spice Brooks.
Work.
Spice Brooks.
Yeah.
That is a really cute name, Spice Brooks, and then Sugar. That's kind of cute.
Brooks.
I like
Sugar
that.
Brooks.
That's really cute. Honestly, I'm living for that.
Please
Oh,
take
I
the
love
last names. Please take the last names. Please.
Honestly.
Spice, Malaysia, Babydoll, Foxx, Brooks.
Spice, Babydoll, Brook.
Marcia. Oh.
Let's talk about Aura Mayari. Now, before we talk about it, anyone want to take a guess on who made this garment?
I wonder if it was Bunty B. Fly.
Oh my god,
This
it was!
Logan, I'm sorry, but that's the left is making me cackle.
Wait, what?
The left finger is just nose.
It's the face.
You're welcome.
It's to be reaction gift. Save that.
Oh my
I
god.
know. I will be. Don't worry.
So this is gonna get added.
Yeah. Bunny did a great job on this garment. I do really like this. I think Aura looks really great.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, I'm very
wish
happy
there
to
was
see
more.
Aura in not black.
I wish there was more to it, but then again, this is a bunny piece, so this is something no matter what. Bunny for Global All Stars or Bunny for Rest of the World, because I want to see this bitch back on my screen and dominate a design challenge. I do like the look. Is giving me very much Rita Repulsa. If she, instead of trying to take over Earth, she's saving the Earth. Very much that.
It's giving Power Rangers Earth 2 kind of vibes. Yeah, I'm here for it. This is really cute.
Yeah, it looks okay to me. I feel like we need to wrap this idea up. We've seen it a lot. And I think that she could have had a better fit around the chest area.
That's fair.
Yeah. Scores.
Well, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give Aura an 85.
Somebody once told me Aura Mayari was gonna get a 90 from me.
Yeah, for me, this is a. For me, this is a 70. Yeah.
So this would have been a 90, but because of Logan's excellent camera work, this is going to be a 95.
Yay!
This is gonna be a 90 for me. I guess wish there was a little bit more with the leg area, maybe a gladiator boot, but it's a great look.
Loosey Laduca.
I think it's cute.
Fine.
Yeah.
I like
She was getting.
I just wish I didn't see her red underwear as she walked. That's literally it.
Yeah.
She was giving Momager to the Power Rangers. She was giving Mother Huntress Megazord. She was giving I am the Transformer. You do not want to play with me.
There are a
She was
million.
like, I will headbutt you and this hair will knock you the fuck out because it is hairsprayed within an inch of your life.
She's giving Judy Jetson Hooker Part 2.
But no, this is the Judy Jetson Hooker's pimp. Because I'm sorry, Princess, what the fuck is her name again?
Who cares?
Puppy.
No, I know Lucy's name. I'm talking about the blue one. Anyway, yeah, this is the blue one's Momager.
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 Yeah, I'm gonna. Lucy gets an 80.
90.
Yeah, she gets a 90 from me as well.
For the sheer amount of hairspray and determination that she put into that wig, she's gonna get hairspray and desperation she put into that wig. It's gonna be a solid 85.
So this look kind of reminds me a little bit. It reminds me a little bit of Beyonce in the Sweet Dreams video. It reminds me of Training the Tug during one of her lip sync looks that she didn't get to perform in. Obviously, the wig is kind of giving Hillary, like Clinton, a little
bit.
Or like suburban mom who just baked the pie and is ready to help the kids get home from soccer practice.
It's giving.
This is an 85.
It's giving Karen.
Yeah.
Why did I have to see her red panties? I'll never know.
Jax.
I
thought this was cute. Yeah, this is cute.
I love
Really?
this reference.
Yeah.
Yes, because I love this reference. So she's referring to...
Please.
So Jax is actually a video game character from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, she
who
played
has
with the arm from Mortal Kombat? Like,
yeah.
Okay,
Because he has no arms, but he has these robot arms instead.
Oh, I played the fuck out of Kombat. Don't look, we're good. I just didn't get it.
I was just letting our viewers at home know. But yeah, I lived for this, and I loved like how big the fucking shoulders were and how well made the like actual arm pieces were. And I loved the hair. She's like Selena.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's like Selena meets Mortal Kombat. Like if Selena Quintanilla dressed up as Jax.
Yeah, I just feel like the arm pieces weren't enough. Like I wish she had legs, chest, a full suit maybe.
That doesn't echo the character itself, though. I do understand what you're saying, and I think I would agree with you, but I think she was going more for like a direct sort of like more cosplay situation of this character that really only has the metal arms. But I do think I agree with you overall to make it a more effective look overall, regardless of the inspiration.
I will say this, as someone who has played the hell out of Mortal Kombat X, which I did not get the reference at first, and to be fair, I did kind of skim the runway because I figured it would be better to look at it here.
Well, it was 4.5 minutes, so there wasn't a whole lot to skim.
Correct. I wish the chest piece was a little more pronounced, because if I remember correctly, Jax does have pretty pronounced like pec, like muscles right here. I feel like that would have made the look a little more cohesive. But now that I get the reference, I like it a lot more.
Yeah. I enjoyed the look. The hair was amazing. I do kind of get the reference of like Selena. I do kind of get the reference that Eris was it Eris who said it was giving Selena or
yeah, it was.
Yeah. It does kind of give Selena at the Grammys red carpet with that hair, and then of course it gives like badass pics with the Mortal Kombat reference. I don't really play Mortal Kombat that much. Actually, I never played it before, but I will get into it. But this is a great look overall.
I'm gonna give Jax an 80. I feel like I'm giving everyone an 80 today, but like this wasn't a bad runway, so it's an 80 for me.
I'm giving this a 90.
I'm probably the only one who's gonna do this, but I'm gonna have to plead the Ploppy Prince on this one.
Wow.
No.
Right.
Yes.
And that's the Gagula even.
Gagula. This is gonna be a 70 because I feel like there was a little bit more you could do with it, but it's still good.
So this is gonna have to be an 85 for me. I like the look. It's not like the best, but it's good. It's sustainable.
Party. Miss Robin Fies, darling.
8 left no crumbs.
This is really good. I like this a lot. But the leg is on display. I love the boots. The only thing I would change, honestly, is I wish the capelet situation was a little bit bigger. But I love the hair. I love the rings in the hair. She said on Twitter that she added all of the earrings in the night before the runway. So that was like a last minute change. And I think it really like added, it brought the whole thing together. Is this a concept we've seen done several times on Drag Race? Yes. Do I think this is a really well executed garment still? Yes.
The boot is the only thing I don't love. I like the boot. I don't love the boot.
Okay.
The boot is kind of giving me like Carrie Colby's reunion look. If anybody remembers what that looked like, kind of giving me that. But everything else looks really great. I think it's really cohesive. I do agree about the earrings really helping like tie everything together. Yeah, the only thing I would change is maybe like, either make the boot like a little bit more like rounded at the top or a little bit like different. But otherwise, I like it a lot.
Maybe a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Now that I'm looking at it a little bit more. Yeah.
It's like right at the knee. It's at a really awkward placement.
For sure. Any other thoughts?
Love it.
Mother Countess. It was giving. I enjoyed the hair with this too. Like I already tweeted that Robin and Luxx ate this week up. In their own different aspects. Like again, I enjoyed Robin's like little look over there in the challenge, and then I enjoyed this look. And yeah. So are we ready for school, guys?
And imagine how much better it would be if we had anything to know about Robin except for the fact that she briefly dated Amethyst.
Except that she dated Amethyst and actually worked at Best Buy.
Well, they haven't even brought that up on the show.
Not yet.
Mother Robin Fierce for me will be getting a 96.
Icon.
I'm gonna give this. You know what? My cup's full.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna give this an 85.
I will also be giving this a 96.
This will be a sensible 96.
I have a
Next
question
color.
just quickly, before we move on. Last week, because I wasn't here and I've not managed to watch our coverage yet, did we talk about Abrasive Gate and Tabby Cat with the bad hair?
No, we didn't talk about it.
I'd rather not bring it up.
Well,
I don't want to talk about it.
So, for context for you, Eris, that happened after we recorded.
Yeah.
I would rather not talk about the disgusting individual.
And people who opened their mouths got what they deserved. And we love Robin.
No,
Next.
Robin is mother.
Mother.
Mistress
Speaking of
Isabelle. Brook.
Mother.
This is so cute.
Atlanta.
Georgia.
From Houston, Texas. This is cute.
I don't know what the right word for it, but whatever's around the neckline area, like the top half of the garment, is very much giving interesting angular movement. I quite love this. I think it's great. I think it's really
The ruffles?
yes. I guess they're but
She looks rough and ready.
we all know I'm the least fashion educated human being that has ever judged a Drag Race podcast, like Judge a Drag Race.
No, because Rhea's son exists.
And on
I love you,
boom,
Rhea.
cat, Rhea's son.
I love you, Rhea. Yeah, this is cute. I like the hair. I like the big ruffle. The only thing I don't like is the way that the skirt is shaped. It's almost this like bell shape, and I don't know if that's her padding, or if that's just the way that the garment was constructed. That's not my absolute favorite sort of silhouette. But nevertheless, the legs look great. I liked the chain accessory detail. I thought that was kind of cute. The mug is always wonderful. Yeah, I liked this a lot.
Mood.
She did good. This is a great look.
Yeah.
And I always prefer it when Mistress does like her full drag makeup rather than like the smaller version she does for like the challenges. Because I don't think it suits her. I think Mistress is built for like that high haw, Susie cream cheese kind of drag.
Yeah. I'm gonna give Mistress a 90.
I'm gonna give this an 88 because she ate.
I'm gonna give this an 85.
My cup is full. This is great.
96.
Work.
Two more, I think.
That is amazing.
Sugar.
It's cute.
Dave.
I don't love this.
It's the leg. It's the leg situation.
It's the leg. I completely agree. It's the leg. For me, it makes her look shorter. I wish either the boot was shorter or the skirt was shorter.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Wait, what?
You want like more in the thigh area?
Yeah, I just think I think it all kind of cuts her off really weirdly. I like from the waist up. I think it's a really cute look. I love this hair. I'm obsessed with this hair, and I just wish the leg situation was a little bit better.
Claire.
See, I personally disagree with this, with the thigh. This is giving me like Liv Morgan fantasy, and I'm here for it. I don't know if anyone here is a wrestling fan, but I don't care. It's giving me Liv Morgan, and I love it. And yeah, this is a great look. It's a great garment.
I do have to agree with Brooke. It does give WWE diva. It also gives Enon as well, but this more looks like futuristic pop star. This looks like something Kim Petras would wear performing Future Stars Now.
Yeah.
Not very Vocaloid.
Any other thoughts?
Spice ate her up a little bit.
I will agree with that. I'm gonna give Sugar an 80. Eris?
80.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a 77.
I'm gonna give her a 90.
I'm gonna give her an 85.
Pretty. Last up, Malaysia Babydoll. Foxx.
Babydoll.
I like the hair. The hair is cute.
I like the hair. I liked where she was going with this. I don't think the dress had enough chains attached to it for it to really sell for me. This kind of just looks like a silver gown with accoutrements tacked onto it. I really wish she had like gone the full way and covered this gown with like chains, because I think that would have been so fucking fierce.
I think a gown of this shape made out of nothing but chains would have been fucking cunt.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, I think that would have been like a little bit. Yeah, I don't get the category really. I get silver.
Yeah, it just looks like she had the dress and just glued some metal pieces to it, to be honest. But I love her hair and makeup though.
The hair is giving bunny, and I'm here for it.
I'll be back.
You got like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, the mug is always great.
Mm-hmm. Would you say the stamped?
Yes, I would. Yeah, I don't want to do this to Malaysia Babydoll Foxx. I'm gonna give her a 70.
60.
40.
You couldn't give her a sensible 74. Come on.
No.
Not even a sensible 75. I'll give her a sensible 74 that she so right deserves.
Right. And Will is giving Malaysia a 96, apparently.
We stand.
Cool. Okay, well, there are a few things we got to talk about, and then we're done with the episode finally. Guest judges, we forgot to mention. My icon, legend, moment, period, yes, God, Maren motherfucking Morris. Love her, queen, legend. Honestly, how everyone was freaking out last week about Ariana Grande, if Maren Morris walked on the runway, that would have been my like Marcia freaking out moment. Because I love her. She's a goddess. And then for the first time this season, permanent rotating guest judge T.S. Madison.
Why couldn't she rotate with like Michelle Visage though? Because I like having less Michelle sometimes. Just a little bit of breaks from Michelle Visage.
I feel like it would feel weird.
I mean, it didn't feel with the first when she went there.
Well, yeah, because that's because Merle did a pretty decent job.
What are we in discussion of?
I just okay.
Maddie,
like love T.S. Madison down. No issues with that. It's just it feels weird that we have 3 judges rotating every 3 episodes. We're getting one of them, and then you have Rue and Michelle. Like it just feels odd. Is all. Like I
did the Philippines?
Yes. What I was gonna say is because the Philippines did it. What I was gonna say is, well, did you feel the same way, Brooke, when Lonnie, Nicole, and Maddie rotated on season 13?
I didn't have an issue with it then, but that's because they were presented as judges they were presented as guest judges, and that was
well,
also
yeah, because they were the only ones that could.
yeah, it was the COVID bubble. I understand. It's like because I also kind of treat season 13 a little bit differently because of the COVID bubble. Like, and again, I have zero issue with T.S. Madison being a recurring guest panelist. She's great, always fantastic on the show. I just wish it was either framed differently or whatever. Like, I wish we had 2 of them on every week, and one of them wasn't on every week if they're going to rotate. Like, it just feels odd that we have 3 of them, and then we're only going to get one of them every 3 episodes. And then probably the finale, we're going to have all 3 of them. Like, I wish we had 5 people on the panel if it was going to be one of those, like...
Y'all could bring back the 5 people on the panel at some point.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. I think I would disagree, but I understand what you're saying. Sorry, go ahead, Mr. Talented.
Yeah, I can see what he's saying, because, like, if you think about it, like, Carson hasn't even seen the first 2 queens who are out yet. You know?
Sure.
So...
And that's a blessing.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm ready to eradicate the white men and have the rotating guest panelist spot be a fabulous Black woman. Like, I've said it for years. I'm ready for that to happen. Carson and Ross are fine. I just think we need something fresher. And honestly, if it was rotating between T.S. Madison, Lonnie Love, Nicole Byer, and Leslie Jones, I think that would be fierce as fuck.
And then again,
just in general, I like Nicole Byer.
And then again, of course, we've had Carson's been on TV for like how long? 80s, maybe? Like,
no.
Where I was like the early 2000s.
What?
Yeah, baby.
I thought it was like late 90s or something.
No, honey, it was the 2000s.
It was at earliest 99. Like, and I'm pretty sure it was like 2003.
So Queer Eye was airing around the same time as Next and all them other shows?
Yeah, Queer Eye premiered in July of 2003.
Oh my god. I thought Carson was older than that. Shit.
Carson's in like his 50s or 60s. He's 53.
Oh. So he's close to RuPaul's age.
No, RuPaul's in his 60s.
Correct.
He's closer to Michelle, if anyone.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Michelle.
So we get a whole slew of girls that are safe again, as we've been doing. We get a top 3 of Loosey, Luxx, and Sasha. And we have a bottom 3 of Amethyst, Jax, and Ploopy. I think for me personally, as much as this pains me to say, I think I would have put Malaysia in the bottom over Jax.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have made the entire first team high and then given the win to whoever.
Who else was in the top 3? It was Loosey, third person,
and Luxx.
Yes. Okay.
And Sasha.
Yeah. All 3 of those are fine. I don't have any major issues with placements. I think Salina should have been in the top 3 because, quite frankly, if you take the runway out of the equation and it was just based on the challenge, I think Salina did the best in the challenge. I could hear an argument for, okay, Sasha should win because her runway and her challenge combined was the best. That's fine, but she should have at least been high. It's giving Kardashian the Rusical.
Honestly, if it had been a double win between Salina and Sasha, I wouldn't have been mad.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
We love you, EsTitties.
I think it should have been 5 people on the top, another team safe, and 3 people low, or a bottom 3 lip sync.
Sure.
Yeah, I would have put the. No, go ahead.
Maybe a bottom 3 lip sync between Malaysia, Amethyst, and not Malaysia, Amethyst. Malaysia, somebody, and Ploopy. Mainly so I can see Malaysia perform.
Yeah, I would have judged it in teams. I would have put the whole first team high and just given the win to whoever. The second group I would have put in the bottom. The third group I would have kept as safe. Now, I don't think I would have put Ploppy Princess in the bottom 2 because they said that they lost her, but I think, although she didn't do a good job, I think she stood out Like I wasn't losing her. I wasn't getting her jokes, but I didn't lose her. If anyone who was lost, I felt like it was Aura because all she did was point and pretend to duck walk. Like,
So that let's talk about that. So the winner of the challenge, mother Sasha Colby. Wonderful.
The first of an
Beautiful.
expected many.
The first of probably 5. Let's be honest.
1, 5, and
Or 6 or 7.
No.
If anyone can do it, it'll be Sasha Colby.
Well,
Jinx.
I was gonna say James
Angela.
technically.
Angela, technically.
Oh shit, Angela did win. Okay,
Yeah.
Thailand I judge on a completely different scale because it's completely different. Because one of Angela's wins, she was also in the bottom 2, but whatever.
How many?
Yeah.
4 or 5.
So it was like
What?
5 main wins, 1 runway win, if I remember correctly.
I believe so, yeah.
Uh,
But
the Crim one on All Stars 3. Was it 4 or 5?
was it
Dela
5?
had 5 on. Dela had 5.
Yeah, Dale had 5.
Dela had 5. Anyway, we have a bottom 2 of Amethyst and Ploopy. I think
no
I
man high
may.
enough.
I think I might agree with you, Mr. Talented. I maybe would have done Amethyst and Aura.
I would have done Plupa or I don't think Amethyst should be on. But that's just me.
I feel bad for Amethyst.
I feel bad for my team.
Yeah, you should. We'll talk about the scores in a second, maybe. But
So
And
with this
Aura
lip
Sally,
sync,
and Aura Sally isn't giving to me, but I hope she proves me wrong. More than just her muscles.
oh,
I mean,
she's on me.
I mean, maybe if we have more time with Aura, more. Maybe if the show had more time to air. Maybe if
MTV.
I would like to speak on this lip sync.
yes.
Anyone trying to convince me that Poppy won this, I need you to put the blunt down because you sound crazy.
correct.
Sincerely. Amethyst gave you Diana Ross. She gave you classic diva. She gave you all the disco moves you needed. Poppy, that was what we're not going to do is not take the boss and try and make it comedic. No, we're not doing that to Miss Diana Ross, the boss, in this moment.
Literally, Amethyst said it in the episode. Normally, I would make it comedic, but this is Diana Ross. Like,
Rue should have stopped the, here's how I would have done it. Rue should have stopped that lip sync and be like, stop the music. Please, step forward. How dare you? How dare you? You smushed the name of my diva, Diana Ross, and then said, get the fuck out. No sachet wearing that.
That would have been good TV.
well, I will say, there was one part of the lip sync that I really did enjoy on Poppy's end, which I feel like part of the lip sync everyone kind of enjoyed on Poppy's end. If they enjoyed any part of it, was the part where she did the Ain't No Mountain High Enough squat and then let's spread. That was fun, but the rest of it was just really awful and chaotic and not fun.
I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I say there are literally 10 other queens on this season I would have liked to see do this lip sync other than these 2 people.
Correct.
Like, I don't know why they did this song, because we know they change songs last minute all the fucking time. Why are you gonna finally have Ain't No Mountain High Enough on Drag Race? You're gonna pay for that song and then give it to these 2 queens? And no shade, because I thought Amethyst did a fabulous job with it. But
go off, white girl.
Could you imagine Malaysia, Sasha, Luxx?
This could have been a top 2 lip sync between Sasha and someone.
Mistress.
Imagine Sasha and Salina top 2 lip sync to this. Mistress doing this. Loosey doing this. Like
some of these songs.
Anetra.
Some of these songs feel like top 2 lip syncs rather than bottom 2 lip syncs.
This song definitely did. Yeah.
Anyway, bye, Poppy. Anyway, next week. Let's talk about next week. It's fucking
I'm concerned.
It's a double snatch game in a 40-minute episode.
We're having
stupid.
How many?
We're getting 1 joke from each queen, and that's it.
2 questions in each snatch game.
Pretty much. Now we saw some of the characters in the trailer.
Someone's doing Miley.
I'm concerned about the Miley. I'm just gonna say that. I know who it is. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I know who it is. We see Loosey doing Joan Rivers, which I'm excited. We see, I believe it was Jax is doing Mona Lisa.
I'm getting flashbacks to España.
I was gonna say, if y'all saw España, then you know how Mona Lisa went the first time.
How did it
feel?
Wait, what?
How did it go? I didn't watch España.
The girl went home.
Oh, oops.
I'm excited to see Salina EsTitties as the original mother countess, the virgin mother countess.
Yes.
I mean, as if I wasn't biased towards EsTitties earlier. She did follow me on Twitter yesterday, and I gagged. But so we have and will always be Team EsTitties. But no, I'm interested to see how this is gonna go. I think it's gonna be a train wreck, and I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait for it to be under-edited, just like everything else in the season.
Can we also get into how Mary Morris was done dirty this episode?
It should have been a Maren Morris lip sync.
Could have been the middle.
Why did that?
It could have been the middle. It could have been I Could Use a Song. It could have been 80s Mercedes. It could have been Girl. It could have been RSVP. There's so much in her catalog. I'm sorry.
I'm a local. I understand. I'm a local when it comes to Maren Morris, so I definitely would have gone with something that was like whatever has like maybe 80s Mercedes or the middle, because the middle is like a retail store's like favorite song. Let's be real and honest. No shade. And I feel bad for the Maren Morris stands that have to deal with the success of the middle.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
If Logan wasn't here, I would.
How Logan feels about Maren.
But
how Logan feels about Maren. Go ahead, Brooke. Sorry.
I mean, honestly, it's just I hate it whenever they have an actual singer there and they don't do a song of theirs, because it's either A, the record label is being really shitty, or
you gave us Ariana Grande. You gave us an Ariana Grande lip sync when Sierra and Casey Musgraves were in the building. I'm never forgiving y'all for that.
Breakfast at Tiffany's and bottles of bubbles.
Girls with
the way one more thing. The way Logan feels about Maren Morris is how I feel about Ariana Grande. No shade.
Yeah, that is completely correct. I love Ari. Don't get me wrong, but
when are we getting Avril Lavigne as a good old guest judge on either Drag Race US or Drag Race Canada?
It'll be Canada.
I think
it'll
be
Canada.
Oh, give us Demi now that they're all spooky again.
Dude, I literally can't wait for
Haley
Kiyoko as a guest judge, and I'm really hoping that we get a Haley Kiyoko thing. That'd be killer. But yeah.
Wait, I just realized who's in my draft.
You have
the winner of episode 2.
We'll talk about it shortly. So
what if they did Lemonade Mouth for the Haley Kiyoko guest appearance?
I would cry.
I will scream.
I would gag.
Anyway, they own some business songs. Go ahead. We have a draft.
I would just like to do a draft update, please. Thank you. Okay.
What do you want, Brooke?
Are we done?
This is your moment, Logan. Have it.
I'm
trying to. In last place with 2 points is Mr. Talented, whose team currently consists of Mistress, Spice, and Amethyst.
I still believe in the team. I still believe.
In 4th place with 6 points for the 2nd week in a row having a completely safe team is Brandon.
Yeah, somebody.
He has Aura, Salina, and Sugar.
Wow. I mean, Brandon could have been bumped up past Salina been in the top.
Yeah. In 3rd place with 7 points, despite now having lost the only 2 people of the season, it's Dawn Stone. Whose team consists now of Sasha and Marcia. They had Irene, and they also had Ploopy.
Listen, Esme was right. Esme was right, and Ploopy going home second.
I also was right. I want to say that. In second place with 8 points is Will.
Work.
And currently in the lead with 13 points.
The buntiest alive.
Is Eris Envy.
Eris, who's
Work.
I like to think I only picked Anetra because I thought she was hot.
Will, for context, Will has Luxx, Malaysia, Babydoll, Foxx, and Robin. Eris has Anetra, Loosey, and Jax.
Yeah, and since Loosey was just on the top, and since Loosey was at the top last week, and I think Jax was on the top this last week too, right?
Jax
Yes.
Last week, yeah.
Top this week.
And since Lex is
Not
in the
this
top
week,
this
not
week, I'm second.
Actually, Jax and Loosey have opposite track records so far.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
And Anetra won.
Yay.
And the real first place team is Team Lesbian.
Team Lesbian.
I'm representing for Team Lesbian as May is not here, but
Does that look like an L? Wait, is that the right?
that's an L. That is correct.
Esme, we love you down. Congrats to your team, and I'm glad Poopy is gone.
Wow, I love that it's also my team and you didn't congratulate
It's just,
me.
I'm sorry, Logan. Team Logan and Esme, I'm so happy for y'all. And Esme, we miss you.
Anyway, I'm getting out of here. Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Hi.
Hi.
Breakfast at breakfast, and Tiffany is Tiffany. Bubbles and bottles. Da, 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 da.